Recording in
the last few classes, we have seen how to start a web page from the scratch. We have seen how a template or templates can be used to create a web project. So today, I want to show you how these templates can also be used with ASP.NET. This is very important because in most cases, when you get to some kind of complex programs, you may not see an exact template for such projects. So in such cases, you should be able to download some related templates, then modify them according to your requirements. Okay, so to start with, we're going to look into the following. So at the end of this class, you should be able to download the desired templates. You should be able to identify free and premium templates from various vendors. Free, the ones that are available for free. Premium, the one that you have to pay before you can make use of. Then, of course, you should be able to download your desired template, then integrate the downloaded template with an ASP.NET project, then edit the template in ASP.NET environment in order to suit the program requirements. And finally, you have to do your project demo. So that is our layout for today. So to start with, the first thing to do, what is a template? Templates are some pre-compiled or pre-designed web pages. They have been there, they're like a structure. You just have to go there, pick them, buy them, or download them, then use them for whatever you want. Okay, that's what templates are. So why do we need to use templates? It speeds up developments. Okay, it speeds up developments. Probably, let's say, ordinarily, you're supposed to spend like 3 days on a project. That is if you are developing from the scratch. So then you decided to use a template. You can finish within few hours if you have decided to use a template. So it kind of speed up development process. Okay, so to download a template, you can download template from any website. Okay, as long as the website provides you templates. So, but in this case, I've decided to use Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a template that allows you to create a website, a responsive website. Okay, what do I mean by responsive? Those websites that adapt to every device interface. Adapt means, let's assume that you have a design that have some kind of menus at the navigation bar, which are horizontal. So when your user opens such site on a mobile, on a phone, for example, you know the screen of your laptop is different from the screen of a mobile, right? So the website should be able to adapt to the screen of that mobile device. So meaning that probably the menus will be rearranged automatically and it will be maybe to be listed under a navigation bar, something like that. So the process of adapting from one screen to another screen, I mean, from one platform to another platform, is known as responsiveness. When they say you have to create a responsive web page, meaning that a website that will adapt to whatever platform that is being given, that is where it is open rather. Because if you don't build a responsive website, certainly when you open your website on other platform, some features will be left out, will not be displayed. Why? Because the screen that was used in developing your website is not the same with the screen that is being used to open your website by your user. So that is why responsive website is very, very important. So there are a lot of platforms where you can download templates, but this is just the one I decided to use. I'm going to show you other ones later. So the first thing is I went to HTTPS. So I went to this link, okay, to download my template. So when I open this link, I got this. Okay, this is their homepage. So the next thing I did was to go to under templates. Then when I click on this under this template, you can see there are a lot of options for me to choose from. I have admin and dashboard, landing pages and headers, general page layout, navigation layout, e-commerce, blog. So I just decided to choose admin and dashboard. So after choosing admin and dashboard, this part open. So the options available for admin and dashboard appears. So you can see the technology that we use to create these guys are HTML, Angular, and Vue. Okay, these are the technology that we use to create all these templates. So you don't have to worry about that. In your case, you just need the design and incorporate design in your ASP.NET project. So I choose, you can see both were included, both the one with Pro and one with free. The Pro one are the premium one that you have to pay, and the free one are the one that are available for free. So if I want to include the themes, I can also include them, but I don't need theme this time around, so I just choose templates. So all the templates will be, all the available templates on this platform will be displayed. So you can choose whichever one that suits your needs. So in this case, when I scroll down, these are what I have. If you look at this part, you can see this is free. That's why you can see free. This one also is free, but this one is not for free. You have to pay. This one is not for free. This guy too, I'm not sure. I think this one is also not for free, but you have to scroll down for you to see. So I went with one that is free. So I decided to choose this one. You can choose this one to the choices yours, but I choose this. Why? Because I saw that it suits what I need. Okay, so I chose this one. Then after choosing it, I have the options to view the template online. I mean, to preview the template to see how it actually looks. So the way it's going to be displayed in my project, so I can actually experience it even before downloading the template. So all I have to do, I just hover my mouse here, then this launch live preview will appear. So if I want to preview, I just click on this button, then it will be displayed on my browser. So if I'm okay with it, then I just come back here, then I click on free download. Okay, I click on free download. Now, after clicking on free download, the guy will be downloaded as a zip folder. You can see the zip folder here. So once the download is complete, you click on this arrow. There's an arrow here. So this option will open. So click on show in folder. So this will come here. Then you need to unzip this folder that was downloaded. You can use any tool that is that you have or that you are conversant with. But in my case, I have 7zip, I have extract, or I have whatever. So I decided to use 7zip. So I click on 7zip and I click extract here. So this will extract this zip folder. So after the extraction, and you open it, you're going to see these are the files for the design. So you can see it comes with 3 folders and several HTML files. So the first folder, which is assets, these are the pictures and some few other things that were used in it. Then CSS, this is definitely the style, and JavaScript, the JavaScript script. That's all the JavaScript code that has to do with the page. And these are the HTML pages. 401, 402, 501. This is in case if this kind of problem occur, what kind of message you want to display to your user. So that's why all these guys are here. Then charts, for some charts, then index. Index is actually your land page, your home page. Then layout site, navigation lights, layout static, login, password, register tables. So you have successfully downloaded your templates. So the next thing is, how do we now use this guy in our ASP.NET project? So the next thing is to go to your ASP.NET, open your ASP.NET, then of course click on new project. If you like, you can also start from the file, whichever one that suits your need or that is easy for you. Both are the same. So when you come here, of course, you choose Visual C#, you click on web, then you click on this guy, ASP.NET web application. You can give it any name of your choice, but make sure it's a valid name, no space. Then click OK. So when you get here, click empty. Okay, click empty. Ensure that none of this is checked. You don't need anything from here. So click OK. Now your project has been created. So you have this. Initially, it's still the same process that we are the same process that we normally use. But the difference here is that this time around, when we get to this stage, what do? We add a web page, right? But this time around, we are not going to add web page. We are going to add the downloaded files. Okay. So to do that, it's very simple. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'm going to show you the real demo anyway. So now, in order to add those files, what do you have to do? You just have to right click here, your project, then you right click your project, you go to add, and you click on existing item. Okay, you right click your project, you go to add, you click on existing item. Here, there are some little things that will change. Although if you follow this, it will work, okay? But when I'm going to change this a little bit slightly because of some few, and I will explain the reason why I'm changing. I'm using a different method, but this will also work. Okay, this will also work. So click on this existing item, then you navigate to the location where these guys are available. Okay, then you select everything. Then you click add. Okay, once you do that, you see that all those guys will be added to your project. Okay, but don't forget, they are still HTML files. Yes, they will run. It will run. Your program will run, but they are not ASP.NET files yet. Okay, so how do we make them ASP.NET files? Then I will show you in a short while. So now you have all these guys here. You have 401, 404, 500, chat, blah, 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 blah. You can simply run your program now and you are going to get this. So when you run your program, you see index of HTML. So this is actually the landing page. So when you run it, you're going to get this. But the challenge here is that with this, you cannot use all those ASP.NET features. Like all the C# code that we have been writing, you cannot write them yet. They have to be converted. The page has to be converted to ASP.NET before you can use those, before you can use C# or even VB. If you want to use VB.NET code, before you can use any of those things, you must convert this guy to ASP.NET. So, but at least you have seen how this can be loaded into your ASP.NET environment. Okay, then from there, you can start editing your web pages as desired. Okay, so let's quickly look at, I think that is all I have here now. So, and then you are done. So before we go, let's quickly look at the real life demonstration of what we just discussed. So to start with, I will go to, like I said, you can, excuse me. So this is your browser. You can simply just come and say that download so, and when you click, forget about those hard. So when you come here and see these are templates, these are free templates, these are free templates. So if you come here, there are a lot of templates you can work with, you can download. Just check them, whichever one. If you don't want that one, go to this side. There are more templates here that you can work with. Okay, so depending on what you want. Here also, the same thing, depending on the kind of website you want to create. But in my case, I don't need any of these guys. So I decided to go for the one I discussed just now. So which is the link is here. So I just come here, I paste it here, and I press enter. Okay, so this one is here. So I just go for templates, and I click on admin and dashboard. Then you just go down and go for this guy. If I want, I can just click on this to see, and this is how I can view how this guy will look. This is on computer. If I want to see how it's going to use on the template, I click this. You can see this is what they call responsive. You can see it simply adapts to the screen size. Can you see? It easily adapts to the screen size. That is what they call responsiveness. So now, if I want to see how it's going to see how it's going to look on the mobile, I click on this guy. So you can see it's even smaller. So this is a responsive template. So I'm okay with it, so I can simply use. So if I like, I can click here directly. You can see free download, or I can simply go back here and just click on free download. So the choice is here, whichever one you do is okay. So once you click on that, the guy will be downloaded for you here.
Recording in progress.
I download. So now, after downloading, I just click on this guy. Then I click on show in folder. You can see it's a zip folder. So I have to unzip it in order for me to have access to this guy. So I just click on 7-zip. If you can use any extracting tool, but this I'm just using 7-zip. If you want 7-zip, you can just, if you want 7-zip, you can also download it online for free. So just click extract here. So you can see it has been extracted. So if you look at it, you have all these files here. So if you want to see this guy, you can just run, you can click on open. Then you see it's already opening on my system. So I don't need this one. Now the challenge now is I want to open this in my ASP.NET project. So now that I have this, so if you look at this assets, you can see image, some of the image that was used, then demo, some of the whatever JavaScript. Then if you look at the CSS, you have these guys. If you want to look at the JavaScript, you have these JavaScript files. So now, next is to create the web project. So to start with, I just click my Visual Studio. So when I click my Visual Studio, I come here, I click on new projects, of course, web. So I just make this one, let's see, ASP. Yeah, the template, something like that. So I just click OK. This is empty. Click OK. Then so now the project has been created. Okay, so now I need to bring in those guys. But this is where I say I'm going to do something different. Here I have 3 folders, right? So these folders, I want to be able to have access to them. So inside this place, I have these guys. So in here, I have just one. Okay, that's fine. So now, firstly, I have 3 folders. So here I'm going to have 3 folders. This one is CSS. The other one is assets. The other one is JS. Okay. The other one is JS. So inside assets, there are 2 other folders, demo and img. Let's click add demo. And img. Okay, so now these 2 guys are here now. So in order for me to add what I have inside demo, I just let's click on demo, click on add existing item, navigate to download. In here, that is inside assets, inside demo. I have all these guys. I just select all and I click add. You see that? So now I've done that. Next is to do for the image. So I right click on the image, click on add existing item. Here, I have to go back 1 step, then open this, select this guy, and click add. So this entered the image folder. So this one is done. So now next is for the CSS. So I right click on the CSS, click on add existing items, come back here, go to this place. Inside the CSS, select the style.css file, click add, and the CSS style will be uploaded, will be added rather. Then for JavaScript, I will do the same thing. Click on add existing item, go back, then click on this, then select all this together, then click. So the JavaScript files will also be added to the respective to the JS folder. So now we have added these 3 folders. Okay, so the next thing now is to add these HTML files. So to do that, just right click here, your project. Don't forget the HTML folder are in the same directory with the assets, CSS, and JS. Don't make mistake or don't go and put them in a different directory. If you put them in a different directory, there will not be connection and there will be some errors. Okay, so I just right click on this guy, click on add existing item, then I come here, then I chose this. Instead of me to choose everything, I don't have to choose because I've already added the first 3, right? So I just come down and I select all these guys. Okay, I select all these guys. I removed this 3 because I've already added these 3, the first 3 folders. So I click add. Then I have these guys here. Okay, so after adding these guys, I've added all I need. If you click on run, You can see now it's running. It's running on my ASP.NET project, but it's still running as HTML because now as it is now, I cannot do anything with it. I cannot do anything with it as it is now. So something has to be done. So in this case, so let's see how I can work with it. Okay, so I go back to my ASP.NET and I stop the program execution. So in order for me, if you look, let's look at this login, for example. This is the login code. But because it's an HTML file, we don't have access to the design page, right? Because it's an HTML file. So in order for us to get this done, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is to add a web form. So you right click here, just like our normal things we are familiar with. So you right click on add, then click on web form. Okay. So which page are we looking at? We are looking at login, right? So make sure you give it the same name as the ASP.NET, as the HTML name. So I just call it login. Okay. Then I click OK. So you see that the ASP.NET file has been created for me. And you can see it here now. You have you have login.aspx. And this one has the 3 buttons. You can see design, split, and source. So what do we now do with this? If you look at this HTML file, this one, it has the structure of an HTML, of course, the same HTML, whatever that we have. So you can see we have head, right? We have head tag. We have the head tag. We have the body tag. Of course, some class and so whatever. So if we close this, you can see these are the summary of the HTML login.html file. So we have doc type, HTML lang English. Then you have head tag, you have body tag, you have HTML closing tag. So now all you have to do, just copy what you have here. Sorry. Yeah. So just put your cursor here, put your shift, then use your directional arrow to select what you have here. You can right click and click on copy. Okay. Don't forget, this is wait, what am I doing? This should be head tag. It should be a tag. This one we want to copy from here to here. Okay. This head tag, whatever you have inside this head tag, is what we want to copy. So you have selected it like that. Right click and click on copy. Okay. So you go to your login.asp.x file. You have header tag here too. Right? You have head tag here. So if I were you, I would just delete. Okay, then I can press enter. Then I come here, then I say, I right click and I click paste. This is the header tag I copied from the previous, from the HTML.html file, right? So all I need to do is just to come here in front of this opening tag for the header tag. I press paste and I say run hat is equal to server. Then this has been converted to an AST.NET file. So I do the same thing for body, okay, for body tag. So I go back to my login, then I can close this. Then the body is here already. So I just copy, select first, then copy. Okay, then I go back to my displays. Then the body, I just do this, delete, then Control V. So once this is done, you see that all will be, you can save your work, then you can click on design view. Then you see this guy here. Now, if you want to view this, you can right click on your login, whatever, I click view in browser. So your page has been successfully converted to an ASP.NET page. But again, a few things still need to be done. So, but before we go there, let's quickly see how we can create other pages. Now, here, come back here, we have a few other pages that can also be done. So for login, we are done. So I just close the tabs. So for this one now, I can simply, okay, let me hold on and go step by step. So now, let's say I want to do the same thing for password and register. Password register as well as index. Okay, so let me quickly do that of index. So I can simply just add web form index. I click OK. So where's my index file? Have the header guy here. So Control C, come here, and Control V. When I come here, I change it to run as photo. So okay, that's that for the header tag. Then I go straight to the body. Body is just here. Then I Control C, come here, close this body. Come here, delete this. So, so my index is also, so I need to do for register as well. Register. So now I have register.asp.net. So in here, I have the edit tag as well. So I select this, Control C, come here, Control V, I come here, run as server. Okay, so go back to the body. Control C, come back here to this body. Control V. Okay, so I'm done with the register as well. I close. So I need to do for password as well. So for password, I'll simply come here, go to add web form, and I type password. Okay, so in here, for password, so here, I'll the edit tag. So password, then I paste it here. Then in here, I say run as server. Run at is equal to server. So then I went back to the password.html. I close the body tag. put my cursor here. I selected everything. Control C, go back to this place. This is my body tag. Put my cursor here. Delete, then Control V. So now I've done for my password as well. Let me see which other word that is essential. I've done for login, I've done for index, I've done for register, I've done for password. You can do for other ones as long as you want. So now, this is what I'm saying. Let's assume that we view this login. So we have this login here, and we don't want to log in, we want to sign up. Okay, so we can click on this place. But the problem here is that this sign up, which is register page, is not the one that was created. You notice that? This is not the one that was created. This is still the HTML, right? So the one that was created is not being used. So now let's see what the problem will be now. So now let's create one problem. In here for the login.html, I can click and delete. Yes. For the password.html, I can click and delete. Yes. For the register.html, I can right click and delete. For the index.html, I can right click and delete. Okay. Because we don't need them anymore, we have created the ASP.NET part, so there's no reason for us to keep them. So now let's see. Then here, I view in browser again. It's working. So now let's see if I click on this. Now we're having problem. So how do we resolve this? How do we resolve this? Anybody, can you guess?
So we need to do some amendments in the login HTML code.
Okay. So now, in order to solve this problem, you're right. So we need to come here. This is this index guide that we created. If you look at, if you scroll down to some of the, you have to search a bit. So you scroll down some parts, you're going to see where the navigation, this is one. This one we have not created yet, so no problem. You can still change this one later if you want. But this is not the one we are looking at. Look at this place. We have login.html. Login.html file is no more available. We have deleted it. So we now have to change it to login.aspx. Okay, so in that case, I just change this one to aspx. So Control C, I do same thing here. I do same thing here. Okay, so now this one is settled. I can save and close. So I go straight to login as well. So now for this one, you can scroll down and see this is register. So I remove this, I put this. Okay, then which other one? Our password as well. I change this, then index, I change this to this. Okay, so I save it. That's that for my login. Now let's see for password. For password, login, put this, same, I put this, then the other one, register, I put .acsp.net, asp.x, aspx, then what else? So that is that. So I save, that's for password, I close. Then for register itself, this is happening because I keep on double clicking. I just have to click once. I don't have to double click. So now, scroll down. I go to a ref. Seems like this one doesn't have any, so I think it's okay. This is for register. Aha, yeah, also. This is login. So just change this one to login.aspx. So now I've done this. So if I open my login page again, my browser, try to just sign up. Then now it's working. Now it's working. And we see that if you look at the URL, you now have register.aspx. Okay, so if I don't want to use that, I go back to login. The login here is not doing because it's still login.html. That is for register. So you have to go back to your register file. Inside register file, there's a place where you're supposed to change to. Yeah. Here, let's change this one to ASPX. Actually, there's a way you can search, but I don't want to do so. Just it's just a short code that you can easily look through. You can search and it will just take you straight to the place. But it's just a short code that you can easily just look through. So now if you go back to my browser and I click on login, I just have to refresh. Still not doing. Hold on. This is my register, right? Just VM browser. So I go to login. Now it's working. So I went back to sign up. It's not working. Now that is how you can make your work. Then here you can enter whatever you want. Email ID, password. And you can create your account. Now, the question now is, how do you make use of these guys? Remember, you need to code it. You need to code it, right? Write the C# code or whatever code you want to write for it. I mean, the business logic. It's just the design. So, how do you work with this? If you look at this place, let's look at this login, for example. Let's look at this login page, for example. Here, we have few controls. First, we have something like a text box for the email ID. You have your password, you have your login. Okay, but all these guys are HTML controls, not ASP.NET controls. So in this case, if you look at this guy, for example, which is email, right? The ID for this guy, if you look at the source, the ID for this email is input email. Okay, so in order for you to make use of this guy, if you right click here now and view source code, this will open your C# part, right? So in order for you to get the ID value from that place, if you type that guy here now, you see it tell you that it is not available. It's not. Let's say you copy this and come here, you paste. See, you're having error. What is the error? It's telling you that if you put your cursor now, the name input email does not exist in the current context, meaning that it is not recognizing it. Don't forget, this is not an ASP.NET control. It was developed on HTML. So how do you make the server recognize this guy? It's very simple. All you have to do is that you go to this place, then just come in front of it here, press space, just please run at server. Once you say run at server, go back to your code. Now you see that it has now, the error has disappeared. It's as simple as that. So if you now want to get value from that particular input, of course you want to get your input, right? You want to get your username, you want to get the email and password, right? So all you have to do, of course, you can have your variable, let's say string email, then maybe password, something like this. Let's do something like this. Then now you can say email ID is equal to this guy dot value. And for password, you can simply say password is equal to, don't forget, for password, you have to do the same thing. For password, you have input password, right? So don't forget to put your run as. So input password, that's me. So it's equal to input. You can see the password is already showing dot value. That's the value that is given. So with this, you can simply log into your, get your whatever from your database, do whatever you want to do, then log in to your server or anyhow you want. So anyway, that is how to work with a template. It's very simple, very straightforward, but of course you have to practice in order for you to get it done, but it is not difficult. So that is all I want to show you today. I don't know whether you have any question before we move to the next section. Any question? Or just move on?
No questions.
Okay, so since there is no question, so let's move to the next phase, which is supposed to be for your presentation. So who will be our first presenter? Who would like to be our first presenter? You're looking now. Who will be our first presenter? Or we just call it a day? No, you are not presenting.
Me, sir.
Okay, so so share your screen. Let's see what you have for us. That's Shavin, right?
So can you my screen?
It's loading. Yes.
Okay, so this is my e-commerce website. I didn't bought any professional domain from GoDaddy, so I'm using the free ones. So my e-commerce website's name is called Supernova, and it is actually on selling authenticated gaming products, like it's peripherals and consoles, gaming laptops, like that. So this is my homepage. So now I'm going to the store. Okay, so this is my store. So you can see random categories of products, which is such as gaming monitors, headphones, laptops, mouse, and everything. And if you want to search a specific product, you can see it has been categorized. So there are only two major categories in this site, which is peripherals and products. So I just choose one category, and then I choose gaming mouse, and then you can see the gaming mouse products which is in this category. So I just choose one. So you can see this is the product page. It has a short description on the product and the button, and then some other pictures of the mouse. And it's also in the description. It has some of the specifications based on the product. And also down there, you can also see related products of this mouse. So let's say I want to add this on the cart. So it has been added into my cart. Let's say I want to add another one also. So this is my product page, and it's specified to consoles. You can see some all the console items that I added in this specific category. So let's say I want to add one console from here. So just like other product pages, it has the title, it's a short description, and some of other pics of it, and then it also have a specification about the product and then related product. That goes for every other product in this site. So I just add this in my cart too. So it's also added in my cart. So this is the contact us page of my website. So this is my account page of my website. So now I'm going to the cart. So this is my cart page. So if I fix, so this is a item that I want to buy. So I just proceed to checkout. So you can see that few transaction process. I actually removed the cash on delivery on my settings, but still there. So I'm going to use PayPal. I'm actually not using the PayPal standard stated in the presentation because I don't have the settings in my page. So I used PayPal Gate. So it will lead to the transaction. It actually came to me once. Okay, so it's went to the PayPal site. So from here, I can process my transaction. So that's all about my slides.
Thank you. Do any of you have any comments for his project? Any comment? What do you think about his projects? Do you think you need to improve, or you think his project is lacking some things, something like that? So please feel free to give your comments, not just to assist him to make it better. So what do you think about his projects? Just be looking like Lukman, they will not talk. Just be looking. People are not serious. So anyway, to me, the project is neatly done. And one thing I want you to do is you have given a lot of all the details I can see. You added more categories and the likes. So it's a fully functioning, full functional website. So the only thing you just need to do now is to purchase a domain, then you move it to a professional, a premium domain that is secure. Now, this one is just it's a free domain. It can also be used, but of course you cannot deploy this as a professional project. So people will not trust your work. And don't forget, when you the domain is fine, the name is okay, Supernova, that's the same name of the company, which is fine. So to me, I think the project is fine. And after creating these projects, how do you feel?
um, after creating this, I think uh, I can. I might have done some amends also, some putting some animations over there, doing some color correction, like that, sir.
I mean, within yourself, how do you feel after completing this project? How do you feel? Because this is a complete standard work. It's okay, like it's ready for delivery as it is now, because I don't see anything lacking. All the projects, all the pictures are there, all the products are there. You can simply just go there, place order, then straight away, you can get it. This is how all these e-commerce websites have been done, are created. So this one is not lacking anything, to the best of my knowledge. The only thing is that, of course, the color of the logo and a few other things. But of course, you have to, that one is not, it's not really a major problem. You have to create based on your client requirements. So if you think that's what you want, it may be okay by you, but to me, I don't think the design is fine, but it's my opinion. You may be right. It's not my project, it's your project. So the color is what I'm just looking at. So I think it's fine. So within yourself, how do you feel after creating this project?
I feel like I have done professional work.
Okay, that is fine. So prior to this, can you create something like this before this semester?
No, sir.
So you're able to create this as a result of this semester.
Yes.
So now, the
Right.
reason why I'm asking this question now is that, see, you should be able to evaluate yourself. You should be able to know what you can do from what you cannot do. You get it? You should be able to know, are you getting the services you are paying for in terms of quality education? Because it's not just about getting the certificate. It is about having the skill. If you have the skill, after graduation, you can get a job for someone. You may decide not to work for anybody. You can work on your own. As this kind of project now, all you have to do now, get it done. You don't even have to own all those products. You just have to get in touch with those people that are selling, those local suppliers. Then you market your website. When you market your website, people will know that, oh, there's one website called Supernova. What do you call your name? Just order on Supernova now. That's all. Just like Shopee and the likes. This is what they do. So you may decide to go into this. It doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop your studies. Or if you want to go after your graduation, you can also do. It makes you self-reliant. So that is the essence. Although I'm not surprised with this because I know what you can do. I mean, for Shavin. So I know your ability. I know where you're going. So I'm not expecting anything less. So that's why you have to ask yourself, what can you do? What can you do? Can I do this one? Because even when you go for interview, the most technical question they will ask you is that, what can you do? And actually, I can do whatever they give me. You have already failed. You should be able to highlight the technical skill that you possess and what you can do with those skills. Only then they will know that, oh, you are coming to add a value to their organization. If they know that you are not adding any value to the organization, believe me, they will not hire you because no company wants to be wasting money. If you are the owner of the company and you know that this particular person is not going to add any value to you, are you going to hire such a person? Of course no, right? So that's the essence of having skill. Don't make a mistake. Degree and skill work hand in hand. Degree will market you. Certificate will market you. Oh yeah, somebody just finished. I have a bachelor degree, so I have a diploma, so. But skill will get you the job and will keep you on that seat. Because they've seen your certificate, right? That was why they invited you for interview. But during the interview section, it is the skill that will determine whether you'll be hired or not. So that is why I always make sure that at the end of my semester, you must have learned something. You must have learned something. And it's not just you have learned it. You must be able to show that this is what I've done with what I've learned. And that's the essence of asking you to create this project. Within yourself now, I know that you'll be proud of yourself. Anybody you show, this is your project, they will be, oh, wow, wow, wow. Before you know it, you may be lucky and discover somebody who is business-minded, business-oriented. From there, you can get linked up. That is how it works. Miracle don't come from, miracle don't just happen or fall from above. You have to work for it. You have to work towards it. So that's the essence of making sure you acquire skill. This one, I'm not, and again, in your grade, this has given me more than enough evidence to defend whatever grade you have scored. Because take, for example, you scored A plus or whatever, for example, now. Then they ask me, how did these students score A plus? Then I can show them what you have done. I show them what you have done. So you deserve it. It's merit. And they say, how did these students score F? And I'll show them what you have done too. You have not done anything that has to do. And this is what others done. This is an exercise that was given to them. These people have done this. This did not do. So so do you think I'm going to, do you expect me to write grade for him or her? No, I will not. So that is why, and it's very simple. If you have the skill, believe me, you have a lot of opportunities. You'll be exposed to a lot of opportunities at the end. So that's why I always try to tell you, I always emphasize on skill. Try to make sure that you pick up the skill. And when you pick up the skill, you're good to go. So thank you, Shavin. I'm happy for this, but anyway, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I know what you can do. And of course, from all the exercises, and this is not our first semester together, right? So I know your ability. So thank you very much. And I hope you continue to be. So now, who will be our next presenter? We'll be looking on.
I'll go next.
I don't want you to present. I want you to present last. Lionel.
Mine is not really that much different than Shavin's.
I want you to present last. Just relax. Tio.
Yes, sir.
Let's have your presentation. Do you have your project with you? Do you have your project ready?
No.
Why? 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 No reason. No fun. No fun.
Yes, sir.
Where's your project?
I'm not ready.
Why? Why? Atis,
Yes, sir.
where's your project?
Haven't finished yet, sir.
Why?
I had some issues throughout the project.
Hmm?
I had some issues throughout the project, so did not have much time. Sorry.
Let's see what you have done so far. Show us what you have done. At least you have started, right? You say you have not completed.
Actually, I didn't start it.
Eh?
I didn't start it, sir. I didn't start it.
That means you have not done it.
Sorry, sir.
Pavi,
Yes, sir.
where's your project?
Not finished yet, yes, sir.
Let's see what you have done so far.
Not start yet, sir.
That means you have not done it. 0. Gritaran,
Yes.
where's your project? Eh?
I haven't done, sir.
You did not do. Why? Why? No reason. You just decide not to do. Kritana,
Yes, sir.
let's have your project.
Sir, I haven't completed.
Hmm?
I haven't completed.
Let's see what you have done.
Okay, sir. So I just done until this.
When did you start?
Sorry, sir.
When did you start? When did you start? What causes the
Last
delay?
Friday.
What causes the delay? Do you face any problem or what? Or you just decide not to do? You waited till today.
Sorry, sir.
Why have you not completed the project? Hmm? Why have you not completed the project? No reason. Stop sharing, please. Diana,
Yes, sir.
Let's have your project.
Okay. Okay, so I decided to make an apparel website. So part-time I draw up sketches, so I made them into t-shirts. So it's an actual business, my prints. So this is the homepage. I tried to put my logo here, but since it was black, I think it's not showing, but it shows on the other pages. Like the logo that I have, but it appears on the other pages. So this is like one of the special edition t-shirts that I have. So when you go to the store, here are the products available. I wasn't able to load up every print that I had, so I just put some few. So we can, for example, add this to our cart. And proceed to checkout. So I added all forms of payment by bank transfer, check, cash, and PayPal. So once you pick, you can proceed to making the payments. Aside from that, I added like the contact information, how to reach me, and like the phone number in case you needed to get some more information. And I tried to give a short description, but I'll still work on it, on like what the business was about. Then yeah, this is my logo. I decided to use a logo instead of the name. I'll put the name after, like I've made it. Yeah. And so that's my work, but I'm still working on it and going to add some more stuff. Oh, yeah, and I put short descriptions to like some of the products in case
You need to you still have a lot to do. This is not deployable yet. So you still have a lot to check and to work on. Then again, Shavin, can you hear me?
Yes.
Another thing I just remember now that you need to explore is how to change this this logo. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
You have to look at how to change it. What's the name called? Forgot it. So, Dehana, you saw what Shavi presented, right?
yes.
So how fully is shops are with all those products and all those description and even categories of different So you have to make sure that you fill up all those things and make it up to standard. Only then you can see that yes, you have the skill. Now, prior to this class, prior to this semester, have you been able or have you been developing website before now?
No, this is my first time.
Okay, so after creating this kind of thing, the apparent thing you say you're creating, you also have to be sure, is it for male or for female or both? You can see we're having men and women here, right? At the top.
Yeah, I clicked on to be for both, so it's a unisexual, so it's
Okay,
for
if it is for both, then you can just leave it this way. But if it is not, we may have to delete one. So make sure you go through one after the other and take your time and do it well.
Okay.
Use that.
So,
Okay, so that's done, all right. Allah, were you able to solve it? So stop sharing, please. Allah, were you able to stop the problem? Were you able to solve your problem?
No, sir. But
No.
I've started to like changing the pic of the website and then the like in homepage the sentence, the first sentence, and then when I realized that I don't have products, that stopped me from like continuing. I have already downloaded all the pics of the products that I'm gonna use, and I believe if I have the products category, I would do my best to make it like a professional website, even if it's my first.
Let's see what you have. Let's see what you have at the moment. Let's see what you have at the moment.
Just basic.
It doesn't matter.
I just change. I choose cosmetic store, and I changed the pic and this word. And then when I went back to change the products, I just find this product limits, and I tried to look it up, but it's locked, and I have to pay for it. So I just kept searching for solutions, but I couldn't get. And even here, I downloaded all the pics that I need for the products. I mean, I was ready for doing my best, but it got out of my hands. And I tried every single solution. Like I've tried to create 3 accounts, different accounts, and I tried to do every version, but it just didn't work. All of them are locked, even if it's like free template.
Next time, when you face this kind of issue, okay, when you face this kind of issue, you discuss with, thank God, Shavin is in your department, right? Do you people communicate?
Yeah, but I asked him, but he didn't know. I asked also Diana, but she didn't know. So that's why I tried to do it first myself, and then I asked them. They tried to help, but it just didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with my website. And then I was like, I should ask you for some help.
But you asked me last minute.
I know that's my mistake, but I've tried for the previous days.
I will not respond to last minute queries.
Yeah, that's totally my mistake. But I mean, I didn't do it out of laziness or whatever. But
No. That was why I was surprised about Kritana. Kritana is not like this. I don't know what's wrong with her. She used to be a very hardworking lady, but I don't know what's wrong with her now. For her to be giving me excuses today. Ritana, yourself, Diana, you people are trying. But recently, previous semester, she wasn't like this. But now I don't know what's wrong with her. So I'm not saying that you're lazy.
No, but as my first semester and as my first website, I needed it to be professional, and I needed to do it as perfect as possible. But I just
Yes, technical issues are what I mean. Technical issues are common in IT. We cannot escape it. As a matter of fact, that is what makes us stronger. Because the more problem you face, the more you try to figure out how to get it done, the better you become. So it's good to face problems, but this one, the one you are facing now, I'm so sure that you are missing certain steps. And as a result, you are getting this because I prepared a slide, right, for this purpose. And also, Shavin did, right? The other also used the same method. So now, so definitely, if you are doing something wrong, definitely you will not get a result. So all you have to do, continue to work on it. But if you are tired, relax, take a break, then go back to it.
Yeah, I think
if you remember, when I was about to start the class, I quickly run one code because I was writing a different program somewhere. So the idea I've been facing certain issue. So the idea just comes to my mind, then I try it out at the beginning of the class, and it works. So that is how programming is. It's not just about what you wake up one day and you get it done, especially when you are using a template. That is the essence of this is one of the things that come with templates. So, and that's why I always encourage people to know how to develop from scratch. But whatever the case, you still have to learn how to use template, because if you're working for someone and the company said that they want you to use template, you must use a template. So at least we saw what you have done. We saw the challenges you're facing. This is quite glaring. So it's not that you did not do the project. So you have your mark.
Thank you.
So finally, Lionel.
This is my site. So I call it Leo Computers. We sell computer parts. So here, I'm basically using I think it's not exact template, but the layout is all the same. So here we have a just in product. It's the fractal design Meshify 2 compact, my personal favorite PC case. Then here there's a picture of it. And then bottom, these three, I modified this one because it was actually a template for plants. So I changed the icon, changed the main headline, and then a bit of a description as well. Then here there are categories for the items that we sell. So there's memory, there's SSD, there's graphics cards, and then there's also the links to go to each category. And then here is just a brief like paragraphs to let people who are visiting this site know that we are ready to help them if they are new to PC building or want to upgrade their existing one, but they don't really know much about PC components. So just let them know that we have a team of tech enthusiasts who know how to make the right choices in terms of computer parts so that they can have a lot more confidence when purchasing their parts. Then here, just a bit of description as well, and then some useful links. I didn't really add anything here yet because I don't know how to write privacy policy and stuff like that. So, and then some links here, these don't really go anywhere. So here you can go to the store. So the store, there's a list of products here. I think I accidentally deleted what was here. So I had to just make use with what I had, which is a product list. Like this is not really what I want designed to look like, but I don't really know how to add any stuff or how to modify it to look like what I want. Here are some products that can be chosen to see. But if you want more detail, there's categories here. So at the moment, I've added 4 categories: computer case, graphics card, memory, and SSD. So I'll just go to graphics card, for example. And then here you can see the list of graphics cards. So just added some for now. So let's say I want the 3070. You can see the title, the price, one of the image. I didn't put the description as detailed as Charvin's, but it helps to at least get an idea of what the product is. Again, same related products. I think that's just because of the templates. Oops. Then about us, just added a bit of description for who we are. Again, roughly the same thing that's in front, the homepage, and then there's a bit more description so that they can know like who we actually are, get more confidence with that we are not really someone who's just gonna scam them or anything, but we are really legit lah. And then the contact us is somewhat the same. It's just the same as the template. And I just changed the email and location to a random location. So let's say I want to find this case. I just click here, I will take directly to the product page. There's also a sale. Add to cart. And then view cart. This I didn't really change. Let's see to check out. And there's the payment methods here. Still loading. I didn't add PayPal because I need to create a new account. I already have an account, but it's a personal account, not a business account. So
No. Even if you have, I told you last time, right? Even if you have an existing PayPal account, all you have to do while setting up your payment method, you can just use that same email ID and it will be connected automatically.
Oh, I didn't know.
You only need to sign up. You only need to sign up if you don't have an existing PayPal account.
Okay. The ones that I had, I just clicked enable.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
And that's it, I think. Yeah. Categories also take to the same categories. Like here, we'll take the memory directly to all the memories that are available.
Okay. Both projects, Shavin and Lionel, I think her last project will have been superb. You know why? She prepared very well for that project. Your own projects, Lionel and Shavin, I'm not really surprised, or I'm not expecting any surprise from you guys because it's not the first time. It is not the first time you have been doing programming. It's not the first time it's not the first time we have been meeting. But these two people, Diana and Hella, I was kind of looking at them, monitoring them, see how far they can catch up and pick up. But I was quite impressed, even from the preparation, you can foresee where she's heading to. But again, even at that, that should not prevent us to appreciate the professionalism that was put in place by Shavin and Lionel in their project. their project was developed in a professional way. When you're looking at it, you cannot just say that, oh, this one is just a class exercise. No, it looks like a real life project, especially that of Shavin, because everything is there, is well loaded. Yes, of course, Lionel also is there, but again, he makes his own short, straight to the point. But you have to understand that some customers also want to get convinced by reading few more things. Then again, they also want to know that, oh, you have a lot of products, different products. You get it? So if you have only few products and you have repeated certain images, they may not trust you. You understand, right? So that is, but again, this is not your problem. This is the problem of your clients. Your own problem, your own challenge, what you should be worried about is how to get the product done. And you have done it. I mean, the project, how to get the project done. And that you have done. So you have fulfilled your own part. You have fulfilled your obligation. It not depends on the user. I mean, it's not depending on your customer, on the client, on what he or she want to put on the platform. Okay? But to me, both are professionally made. But one thing I want you to look at, this logo, Lionel, the green logo.
Sorry.
This green logo. Why do you use green? The green doesn't go in line with anything on the page. Right? The green color doesn't go in line.
Because the template already uses this green, so I just...
Okay, yeah, you have some green something there. Okay, that is fine. Then Dehana, this reminds me, when you're using a logo, you have to use a logo color that will be visible across all your pages.
Yes, I tried to, since I drew up the logo itself on Illustrator, so I tried to change it to white. So when I was placing it, it wasn't appearing. So that's what I'm going to do next, like when I fix it. But like I put the black version of it on where like it was white, so it would be visible on the other pages. But like where it would not be visible, I was going to place the white version of the logo.
Okay, why not do it this way? Why not place white on the landing page and place other colors on the other pages?
Yes, that's what I was doing. It's just that it didn't reflect on the landing page. That's what I had done.
Then instead of worrying yourself, why not try to change your color entirely? Baby, change your color entirely. Because when you change your color entirely, anyway, this is your thing, right? You go in multimedia, so you should know how to, color combination should not be a problem for you. So you should know how to choose the right color, right? So you should place the right color. But what I'm saying is that your logo must be visible across all the pages if you're using a logo. Okay, so that is a good one. So now I would like to say a big thank you to every one of you, because I know that you have put in a lot of effort. At least it's not just about the grade, it's about showing demo, giving a demo of what you can do, and you have really tried by putting everything in place. So, and also I also like to thank every one of you for your support since the beginning of the semester up to this moment. I know I've given a lot of class exercises, work, all for you to pick up the skill. And at the moment, up to this moment, some of you did not even submit a single class exercise. A single class exercise. So if such people or such category of students fail, I believe you know that I am not responsible for such. So you are the one that is responsible. If you score A+, you are responsible for it. If you score F, you're also responsible for it. My part is for me to make sure that I teach you and I expose you to all the necessary skills that are relevant in the industry and in line with the syllabus, which I have done. So it is your responsibility to make sure that whatever I've taught you, whatever work I've given you, you engage in them. I am not saying that you must get it right, but you must have the spirit of, yes, I want to do. Only then we can come to your rescue and help you and assist you in order for you to achieve whatever you are trying to do. But in a situation whereby you just keep quiet, just you don't even show, you put up all this nonchalant attitude towards your studies, believe me, it will be very difficult for you after graduation. Because out there are a lot of people who have graduated before you, they still don't have job. So even if you want to create a company by yourself, you must have the skill. If you have the money, yes, but if you have the money, yes, you may want to set up a company, right? You cannot set up a company without having the knowledge of what you're about to venture into. So that's the essence of exposing you to all these things. So anyway, I hope some of you will change and try to put more effort towards your studies. But from my side, I've done my part, and I am happy that at least some of you use that opportunity to learn new things, acquire new skill, and I hope you can continue to improve on whatever you have learned. So, Lionel, please stop sharing. Let me take my. So, do you have any question? If you have any question, please let's discuss.
Sir,
Yes, please.
if I figured out the solution for the products, can I resend it? Not for the grades, but to as it's my first project in websites. I want you to have a look over it.
No, you can even after you finish, you can send anytime you finish, because I've not submitted your marks yet. Okay, I've not submitted your marks yet, so I can still record the mark for you. I've recorded the mark for you already, so of course, if you submit it, will be nicer, because at least I will have a proof.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you can do between now and next week, is fine.
Thank you.
So again, for your midterm, for your finals, and for your midterm, I have to let you understand. You don't know, some of you don't know the difference between highlight and list. When I say highlight, it means list and explain. List and explain, that is what highlight means. When you say highlight, some of you just went ahead and just list, and that scored you low mark in your midterm. So try as much as possible to explain, describe how you understand whatever you have listed. Okay, so your final exam is coming up on the 18th of this month. I believe you have received your timetable, right? Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay, I will send it to you by the, remind me maybe after the class, I will send a copy to you. Okay, what about this year's? You don't have years too? This year's? Don't know.
Some other lecturers already say like it would just be basically when the class already starts, when the class is.
So you don't have, you don't have
we don't have an official like timetable.
Okay, don't worry. I will post all in the group at the end of today's class. So from there, you can just take whichever one that's going in line with your department. Okay, but for this course, the timetable, the exam is coming up on the 18th of this month, 9:30 a.m., just like the normal time for the for our classes. So now we're going to use the same method. The same method we use in our meeting. So I will send you the Google Form link. So you log in, then you answer your exam, you answer your questions. And again, even your meeting, do you know that some of you went ahead and take a screenshot of my slide and submitted it for me. So that's to tell you, I was one, do you think I will not know? I'm not stupid. Of course I will know. The midterm, the final exam is not a death sentence for crying out loud. It's not a death sentence. It's just to test your ability, whether you are following, and if you are following, if you are not following, how to address and how to come to your rescue. It's not that you must get it right, but do what you can do and leave the rest. Be truthful. Be truthful to yourself. You are not deceiving me, you are deceiving yourself. They took the same screenshot I have in the slide and they put it there. Some of them went ahead. It's not just one person, there are many. They went ahead and just put, some of them went ahead and paint some of the URL, but they forgot to paint the name of the database. Of course, the name of the database, my name is there, right? So I will know. So it's just, you have the illustration. If you are so intelligent, if you are intelligent enough to know that this is the correct answer, why can't you use that same intelligence to create the same thing on your system and take a screenshot and submit? What stops you from doing that? You don't want to do, you think you're smarter, right? Such smartness will only lead you to failure. I'm not talking about grade or whatever. Grade is fine. It's fine. You can go, you can pass it. But again, you have to understand that at the end of the day, this kind of opportunity you have today, you may never have them again. It may never come your way anymore. So at the end, all these things I'm teaching you today, all of them, I learned them myself. All of these are self-taught. So I never had this kind of opportunity when I was doing my first degree. If I had this kind of opportunity when I was doing my first degree, there's every possibility that, of course, I'll be better than this. But even as I am now, I always say it, I'm proud of myself. You have to look back and see what you have done and know what you can do. Then, only then you'll be proud of yourself. But if all you can do is just to take a screenshot of the same slide and submit that in the midterm, not even assignment, or midterm, then that means it's not that you don't know. It's all about you are trying to be smart. But if you want to be smart, at least be smart wisely. How can you be smart wisely? You are so intelligent to know that, okay, you have identified this is the correct answer. Then what stops you? I think a smart student will know that since this is the correct answer, let me follow the step, let me create one on my system, then let me take a screenshot of that and submit. That is what is called smartness. For you taking a screenshot of a slide and submit for midterm, that is stupidity. That's not smartness. So you have to know the difference between stupidity and smartness. That's not smartness. You are not smart because the person you want to submit to is not stupid. And thank God you are not many, right? So I have the time to check your slide one by one, your submission one by one thoroughly. Because I must be able to defend whatever score you are getting. I must be able to say the reason why you are scoring this. I must be able to say the reason why you are scoring here. I must be able to say the reason why you are scoring F. And from what you have seen, from every indication now, you know that you are responsible for whatever you have scored, not me. Because I've done my part. We even have a WhatsApp group that if you have any issue, take a screenshot, put it there. Then we assess, we help each other. This is what we have been doing for the last 3 semesters, right? Union and Shavin. So we have been doing this, and I think it has been working. So if you have now decided not to learn, well, we are not saying that you must learn, but we are only advising that if you learn, it will be more beneficial to you than us. So help yourself by trying to maximizing the opportunity you have now to study. Study, acquire skill. Outside is not smiling. Market is growing every day and it's even more challenging. So please, that is all I have. So for the exam, if you come across any question that says highlight, I means list and explain. Then this time around, for your final, I'm not asking you to write any program in terms of design, take a screenshot, no. It was just about highlight this, explain this, describe the process of doing this, something like that. Then you're going to have two sections, section A and section B. The section A is MCQ questions, that's a multiple choice questions. It's 30 marks, 1 mark per question. So each question has 4 options. One of the options is a correct option. So you have to read it again, be sure of choosing the correct answer. So after that, the section B, you have some list of, I think about 10 or 15 questions. So you have to answer 7. 7 out of 10 of it. I'm not really sure. So you have to answer 7. So if you can answer all, answer all. If you can answer just 7, answer just 7. The advantage is that if you answer all, I will pick the best 7 for you. But if you want to restrict yourself to just 7, if you answer 7, it's fine, as long as you answer them very well. Okay, so in that case, you score whatever you scored will be recorded for you. So that is that on your assignment. On your final exam. So at the end of this class, please, I want you to send your name, your user ID, and your URL into the group. URL for your project. So Allah, you can send yours whenever it's ready, by next week, latest by next week.
Sir, can I also try and work on mine, then send it after?
No problem. Send it later.
Sir, sorry. Next week we will have revision or what?
No, it's not class next week. It should be a revision week. You have to study, revise all we have done. And if you have any question or you need some explanation, you can always send a mail to me or message me directly on WhatsApp. Okay. That's why the university used that 1 week for all the students to go back to study whatever you have done in order for you to prepare for your final exam. That's why you hardly have a class next week, unless if the lecturer have not covered what he or she is supposed to have covered within the lecture period. So on that, please send me the name, your ID, and your URL. Post this inside the group. Okay, at the end of this class. And like I said, let me note it down. Exam timetable. So I'll post them to the group so you can have them in order for you to know when your exam is taking place. So thank you again, as always. And again, remember, especially those in Malaysia, majority of you are in Malaysia, right? Except Gulfang. COVID is this year and it's striking. I think they got about 17,000. How many thousand did they get yesterday? So please don't do jalan. Stay back, stay at home, protect yourself. And we hope everything will go down so that at least face-to-face classes can resume. And if face-to-face classes resume and we have midterm exam face-to-face, I wonder how people who are taking screenshot will take a screenshot and submit that to me. Definitely they will not be able to submit anything. Or probably if the face-to-face class to start, probably there will be more seriousness, more concentration, because maybe online classes is one of the things that is one of the challenges that these people are facing, especially Cretana. Cretana used to be a very, very hardworking and brilliant student. So I want to believe that the online something is one of the things, is one of the deficiencies that is affecting her. So we have to contribute, do our part rather, in order to make sure that the cases submerge. Then only then the government cannot be thinking of how to lessen the whatever, relax the whatever, then we cannot be thinking of how to resume face-to-face class. Of course, cancellation of face-to-face class is for the benefit of everyone. Otherwise, if we should allow face-to-face classes and somebody could just come in, then everybody will be contacted. So that's why they're trying to make sure that we stay safe. So let's all of us play our part by make sure you follow all the SOPs that have been advised by the Ministry of Health. And if it is not important, please don't do jalan. Stay in your house. Protect yourself. Your health should be given the highest priority. So enjoy yourself. Thank you once again. Thank you for your cooperation since the beginning of the semester, and hope to see some of you again in the next semester. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you.